Welcome to the podcast that passes poor performance on pop culture. I'm one of your hosts, Darren Duncan, alongside with my best friend, Audie Marsh. We're just a couple of cool cats casually causing some chaos with conversation. We're here to entertain you, not hurt your feelings, so don't blame us. Audie Marsh.
What's up?
Dude, the way that you looked at the camera just now, you acted like that was the first time anybody's ever said your fucking first and last name.
It's been a while.
What are you doing? You look busy.
No, I'm just doing the normal social media stuff for this podcast.
Oh, all the sharing and stuff. Yeah. No, I totally said your name and you were like, what? What'd I do? What? You remind me of that time when I took your mother out to a steak dinner and I was like, hey, Mrs. Marsh. And she looked at me all crazy. It was absurd. What is today's topic?
So today's topic is, so this is the way it's going to roll. It's freedom of speech. However, it's going to be over grooming,
pedophilia in Hollywood, right?
pedophiles, celebrity grooming, Ed fucking Gail. Because I want to talk about him, and you want to.
Yeah, well, let's kick it off with that first. But I mean, if you want to do more of an intro, feel free to. But
here's my intro.
What's the intro?
I spent the night in the hospital a couple of days ago.
No, you didn't. Did you come blood again?
No, not this time.
No?
Hey, I wish I did after all the pain this had caused me.
I'm your best friend. You didn't fucking tell me that you were in the hospital.
Dude, I didn't tell nobody because I didn't even know they were.
It was embarrassing, wasn't it? Was it butt
No,
stuff?
So they cleaned my teeth, and then one of the tooth that they cleaned was fine. Like,
Okay.
it was no cavity, and it hurt for like a week. And I'm like, fuck, man, this shit hurts. So I went to, we call it dental sick call, which it's where you can go in the morning and you kind of bypass everybody that has appointments because you're in urgent pain.
This is a military thing? Dental sick call?
Dental sick call. Yeah. So I went in there and I was like, look, I've been fighting this ever since y'all cleaned me. I don't know what the issue is. And they were like, let's take a look. So, they went in there. It's like, okay, well, the back tooth back there, we exposed the root because it was broken inside the gum. And that's what you're feeling is the exposed root out of the gum. I was like, well, shit, what are we going to do? And they're like, well, we can't save the tooth. We can't save it. So we're going to pull it. And it is what it is. It's a back tooth way back in the back. I was like, all right, whatever. I won't miss it. So they pull it. And a couple of days goes by and it's a little sore, a little swollen. Third day, dude, my shit was like, boom. I was like, whatever. Maybe it's part of it. So I texted the dentist. I was like, hey, look, I need something to knock the pain off. This medicine you're giving me, which was ibuprofen and Tylenol, it's not even touching this. And he put me in for Norco. I took it gave me like 5 of them. So I was taking
How many did you take? He only gave you 5?
Yeah, because I had to sign for it,
Say, if he gave you like 25 and he only gave you 5, send me the rest. Don't be a dick about it.
No. So I actually ended up taking 2 in one day, dude, because it was just so painful. So the fourth
Mouth
day,
pain is a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
It's like the worst.
Fourth day, it was out here, and I went back to dental sick call, and they're like, you need to go to the ER. And went to the ER and they admitted me because they had it was called a post-op infection. It was infection underneath the jawbone and muscle. So
I'm listening. I'm looking at other people in the
so that was
my
and I spent the night. They didn't give me hardly shit for pain. It sucked, dude. The swelling's finally gone down. I don't know. It's still kind of swollen.
You still look handsome as ever. I can't even tell your jaw's swollen.
You can't snuff this rooster. You know what I'm saying?
You cannot snuff this rooster. That's right. Yeah. Cheese and rice. That's fucked, man. I had no idea. Shame on you for not telling me. I probably wouldn't have gave a shit. I'd have been like, yeah, whatever. You're fucking gay.
I figured,
I'm just kidding.
I figured it was just something that didn't matter at the time. Now, if it was like something bad, then I'd be like, dude, I'm dying. Like, come see me.
Well, you didn't even tell me when you came blood. So, like, I had to find that out.
I didn't tell anybody,
as our Patreons did. No, I learned it like fucking as our same time as our Patreons did. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I thought it was a Cannibal Corpse song. I didn't know it was a real thing.
No,
yeah. Fucking today's topic is pedophilia in Hollywood. What inspired this whole topic was fucking Ed Gale, dude. We found out Ed Gale is a little fucking pedophile. You know way more about this than I do. I didn't do any research on this. I didn't even watch the videos because I wanted you to fucking tell me all about it. But for
Okay.
those who do not know, all right, it's 2023. People are supposed to say proper words, but we are called Don't Blame Us for a reason. And since he's a pedophile, fuck it, I'm going to call him a midget. Fuck him. He's a midget. He's not a little person. He's not a short person. He's a fucking midget. Fuck Ed Gale in the mouth with a fucking cactus. So,
that's
what
great.
happened? Oh, and for those who don't know, he is a midget, the little guy who played Chucky in Child's Play Part 1, Part 2. He was supposed to come back in Bride of Chucky. No, he was supposed to be in Part 3, but he said no because they called him a midget. The director did, and then he ended up coming back in Bride of Chucky for a little bit.
And
So
he played
anyway,
Howard the Duck.
he was, Howard the Duck. He was
Howard
also
the
in a horror
Duck.
movie called Dolls, and he was
Yeah.
also inside a little boy's mouth a couple days ago. Wait, that's a whole different movie. Fuck. So
He was
what is with
also
this guy?
in.
This midget pedophilic fuck. Tell me all about it.
So I saw a Instagram post several months ago, and you know how it is in today's time. You gotta like take some things with a grain of salt that's put on social media, like, oh, Pee Wee Herman died, and then everybody's like, oh my god, rest his soul, but then it's like, oh, it was a false whatever.
Yeah,
So
like advertisement, like Zompire's a good subscription box company. Yeah, false advertisement. Exactly. I know
yeah.
exactly what you mean.
Um.
Bitch.
So, uh, I saw this Instagram that said "Stop Ed Gale,"
Yeah.
and I didn't think anything of it. I went in there. I was like, okay, it's probably just some asshole searching for some type of clout, Because if I got to know Ed Gale somewhat on kind of a personal level, you did too, in a
Yeah,
sense, because you
absolutely.
were, yeah. So maybe
I'm looking at a fucking Halloween costume my son wore that he fucking autographed for me for free and mailed it to me. Yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy. And
So
he did free stuff for our Cool Kid Collector Club fucking bullshit.
yeah,
Like he was cool. I
yeah,
didn't know that he squeezed
right,
tiny balls.
right, and so I would go live with him on his because he was really big on Facebook back in like 2016. He'd go live, uh, and he would just answer fans and talk to everybody. And I went live, and he invited me to the live. So it says he blah 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 has invited you to go live. So I was actually working nights, and I was in uniform. I was like, I was like, fuck it. I was like, fuck it. I'll go live. It's Ed Gale, whatever. I was in uniform. I was very professional. I didn't say anything out of the way. And I went live. I tilted the camera up so you couldn't see my name and shit. So he made like some fucking off the wall comments to me in uniform. And I brushed it off because I knew he was gay. I was like, whatever. I've got gay friends. I got gay cousins. They say some weird shit. And I'm just kind of like, whatever. So
Like
I
hitting
brushed.
on you type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like,
Well, I
he
don't
made some
blame him. You're a fucking stud muffin.
shit. He made just a couple comments like, you look good in uniform. I would like to. Or he said, you can make my soldier stand at attention. And I'm
He
like,
fucking said that?
yeah, dude. And I was in uniform. I was like, I think I'm about to get off. And I
Yeah,
don't
you're about
mean,
to get off. I think he's about to get off too.
yeah. So he said some off the wall shit. I brushed it off. Uh, so that started the whole like, oh shit, this dude just publicly fucking said a sexual harassment comment, like in today's world, that would be sexual harassment. I wouldn't
Right.
take it as that because I don't give a fuck. As long as you don't put a penis in my face, we're good.
Right.
So whatever. And then, as you know, I'm sure he texted you a few times, like, hey, Darren, blah, blah, blah. Well, he did
No,
me.
never once.
He fucking did me. So I was like, Audie, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And like, he would just make off the
Let me
wall
see that
fucking,
thick one. Is that what he said? He texted
let
it.
me see that cum blood. Oh, it stinks
That's
nice
fucked
and good.
That's gross.
So he would make, weird comments to me, and I didn't think anything of it. But then I saw
But
this
this is just
stop.
gay shit. Like that's okay to be gay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Like,
both adults, like I
right.
took it as that. If he was doing that to like my son or someone else's son, I'd
Well,
probably go find this dude and throw him in a trash can. You know,
because he is a midget, so you can totally pick him up and throw him in a trash
yeah.
can.
I literally would. I would
Oh.
pick him up and throw him in a can. But
His little legs, could you imagine his little legs? Put me down, put me down. And you fucking throw him
he's
in a
probably got like
dumpster.
a big fucking like his shit's probably like a big ass hammer knocker dick. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way. There's no
I don't
way.
know. I don't know.
I don't know.
wanna talk
Maybe
about
ask
Gail's
him.
dick.
You got his phone number apparently
No.
because he used to text
No.
you gay stuff.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
Ask him how big his dick is, dude. Don't be a bitch about it.
No, fuck that. So I went to this website, posted again, and actually, I'm obviously I deal with autographs, so you know the autograph world when it comes to celebrities, everybody's kind of like on the same page. If somebody dies, then it's like, oh, hey, such and such died. Let's take them off the website for a week, or hey, this person was involved in a DUI. You know, we kind of stay on top of things due to the celebrity. You know, it's kind of like we got to stay on
The
top of it.
reputable fucking, is that the right word? Like the reputable fucking websites do that. The companies do that. Like the ones that do the private signings, they will do that. But then the jerk offs on eBay is like, now's the time to sell.
They're gonna crank that shit up.
Yeah.
So
I did when fucking what's his name died, the basketball player Kobe Bryant. I fucking chopped those fucking cards out like a motherfucker.
We call that a come up.
That's a come up, all right.
He went down and you came up.
Exactly. Oh, that's fucked up. That's dude. Hold on a second. I wish I had a fucking. Hold on. I'm just gonna applaud you for the world's fucking nastiest joke. Not the world's nastiest joke, but that's probably the worst joke that's ever been told on this fucking podcast. How dare you?
Really?
Yeah, that was a bad one.
I feel pretty good. That's pretty good.
No, it's fucking
to
kudos.
come from me.
Yeah, I know. Usually I'm the one that's like really, really bad.
Yeah, you're ripping like fucking like, oh shit, we're gonna get canceled.
it would have hurt my feelings if he was white.
Oh,
now there I go. Yeah, now I get the applause for the worst fucking joke of all time. Exactly. All right, keep going. We just want to go out there on the internet and say that Don't Blame Us podcast is not racist. Go.
Rest in peace, Kobe and his daughter.
His daughter for sure. I forgot his daughter was in the plane or a helicopter.
So
I got a friend with me that crashed a fucking airplane, but that's a whole different episode.
Fuck that. I hate flying, dude.
I'll tell you all about it. No, she didn't crash it, but she's in the Navy, and she was like, "Yeah, see that brick wall? Drive right into it." And it was like, pfft. And then like she was telling me about like, you ever see people sweep in the rain like in the military? Like that's real. She got in trouble. It was fucked up. Yeah, they made her like wipe a bunch of people's asses and shit. Like a bunch of fucking privates like lined up in a single file line. She had to wipe all their butts. It was crazy.
The fuck?
No, I'm lying. See, he thought I was.
You said Navy, so I was like, I wouldn't put it past them, motherfucker.
He's like, you said Navy, so I wouldn't put it past them. No, but I'll tell you all about it in a private conversation. I'll bring her on the podcast someday because she's done some crazy shit, and it's fucking hilarious. So tell me all about the time that you made out with Ed Gail over a nice steak dinner.
So I saw the link or whatever, and it was like, stop Ed Gail. So I was like, oh shit, like I've seen this before. Well, I clicked the fucking video, and this little dude is like, if it was, because it was a bit of the video, he said, I can play the audio right here if you want me to.
Do it, play it.
This is what he said. But anyway, as I'm finding it, it's just right here. You know, it was like, if it was permissive, if I don't know, I was like, what? Like, when does a child ever fucking?
How old was this kid? Do we know? And how did he get caught? Like, how do you know about this shit?
So the Stop Ed Gail.
There's a TikTok called Stop Ed Gail, right?
Yeah. So the Stop Ed Gail, it's basically, you know, who is it? Is it Joe Hansen? Here, have a seat right here to catch a pedophile. Or whatever.
Who's the guy from
this
Catch
team
a Predator?
Did that. This group called the Rightful Exposures expose Ed Gail and were acting like a 14-year-old boy.
Oh, I thought it was way younger, but still, that's fucked. I mean, that's crazy. But I figured him being a midget, he'd be more attracted to a smaller guy.
Yeah.
A smaller child. I thought he'd want to fuck like a 10-year-old because they're the same size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not being a dick.
Yeah, I absolutely
meant that
know
shit.
what you mean.
Is that the third worst joke of all time? I'm fucking killing it today, baby. So don't
Uh,
blame us. Or is it patreon.com/don't blame us? Give me money for all of our terrible jokes.
every terrible joke, donate $1.
At least $1. If not, then I will make a joke about you and your wife and your fucking kids. Because fuck
So
them too.
so I got the clip here.
I'm gonna get kicked off the
And
internet.
yeah, I'm gonna play this.
His section. This kid.
So he's showing him the text messages.
Well, you had proof, so I gotta say yes.
How many do you think?
Put it closer. Put it right up on the mic.
You don't have to be 100% accurate. Just give me a ball.
Thank you.
Give me a ballpark.
9,842. I'm gonna say 10.
That's how many kids he's
thought
saying.
sexually.
Yeah.
Online.
I guess, yeah.
That's what you remember.
No,
So there is more.
no. Definitely no more than 10.
The 10 kids.
It's like you asked me my weight right now.
Okay.
The last time I was weighed was too long ago.
So
and
how
I weigh
old?
127.
How
So I'm
old are
telling you,
these?
I weigh about 120.
How old were these 10 kids?
Oh, that I couldn't tell you. That I could not tell you.
Or what was the youngest?
That I could not tell you. But I will say all under 18.
So that was one of the clips. So he's saying, the guy said that you've been talking to basically a bot, and he's like, well, you got the proof, so I gotta say yes. That's what he said.
So they set up a decoy to bust Ed Gail. How did they
Right.
even know that he was a
Be-
pedophile? Like interested in
Because
boys.
a lot of people started coming forward.
About the stupid little
And
fucking
there was-
messages he would send.
Yeah,
and
there was
shit.
actually there's
Well,
actually
thank God he
this,
fucking unfriended me because I said faggot on Facebook. So and he's gay, so he unfriended me.
So there's actually some text messages between a real, I believe it's a real kid.
The one clip
And-
he sent me, he said something about they definitely agreed on oral, possibly.
Yeah, I'm about to
anal.
get to that. Yeah. I'm about to
Oh,
get to that.
okay. Play
Yeah,
that
that's-
one too then.
Here we go.
You said right here, red, it will match your butts.
Yeah, because we talked about spanking back.
Oh, so you're gonna spank him so hard until his butt is red?
You don't have to spank it hard.
Well, that's what you just said. You said his butt's gonna be red.
Yeah, but look at me. Watch my hand. You know, you can do that. And my hand will turn red. Or you can just do this. And it will turn red at the time. You know what I'm saying?
So you're gonna do it for a very, very long time until it turns red, or you're gonna do it just for a short while, but it's gonna be hard.
I'm gonna turn it red. I'm gonna do it until it turns red.
Oh wow!
That's all I said. I didn't say hard. I didn't
Isn't
say
that like abuse? What you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, the spanking abuse? No, because I'm not going to do it that way. The abuse is that I would do it at all. Even if I just rubbed his butt, that's abuse.
Yeah.
You want something to sit on?
No, I do. Good. We're good. So
I almost told you to turn it off because I got sick of hearing it. But like at the same time, like as a podcaster, it's like we got to show this shit to people. Like people have to fucking hear it, and if they don't want to listen to it, then they can fucking fast forward, you know. But
right. So there's one more clip. The next clip is where he
I got an opinion on spanking during sex, believe that, but not with little kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's fucked up.
This is
This
a
dude
grown
fucking disgusting.
This is a grown little man talking about kids. You know what I'm saying?
No, right. Well, he's
let's
not a
see.
grown man. He's just an old.
He's
man.
an adult man, little.
I hate myself right
Here's
now.
the next clip, the last one. Everybody go check out Stop Ed Gail, and you can see it on Instagram. But anyway, check this out.
I'm using my boys and children in the daytime. If anything was permissive, yes, it would have happened.
you would have had sex with him.
I would have. Yes.
Okay. And what type? You said every type of sex there is.
You know, like there's a lot of shit. But no,
Okay, so
I just said.
which types?
I'm only going to say this one more time. Please honor me and actually understand. Oral, hand, sausage as they call it, I believe, and
Pause it.
possibly,
Hang on. It's
Hang
over.
on.
It's almost over.
But it would be him penetrating me.
I thought you were the top.
I can't get an erection anymore.
Oh, okay.
Again, unless I want.
Anyway,
Explain
so
what he
basic-
said.
yeah. So basically, he's saying, had it been a permissive
If the
sexual
kid gave
encounter,
him, if the kid allowed him to, he'd have
he'd
let
let
him
the
fuck him.
yeah, because he can't get a hard on.
He said his dick
and-
can't get hard anymore,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So I don't know.
What
There's
else
more.
did he say? He used some word I never heard before, unless I couldn't understand it.
Fodder. I don't know. I never heard it. I've heard of it called
fondling, maybe. Like
I didn't hear that. I heard
maybe he said
fondle.
fondling.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I call it a hand job, but I'm old school. So
What am I supposed to do with my autographs now? That's the question.
So here I got to thinking about that hard after all this shit was exposed, and I look at it this way. So he just played the fucking doll. You know, the real voice actor. I can't remember his fucking name. What was his name?
Brad Dourif. How dare
Brad-
you
yeah,
not remember
Brad.
that? No, I
Chucky-
I get brain shits too.
Yeah. So I just look at it that way. I see that at the time he signed it, you didn't know, no one knew. It is what it is. I won't
Right.
ever go and promote it. I wouldn't be like, I got a fucking that girl, blah, blah. But that's the way I look at it. It is what it is. I don't believe you should go and burn and scrape off the
You
autograph.
know what's weird? I never thought of. Remember when I told you how I messaged Ed Gale and I'm like, hey, I have my son's Halloween costume. I want to mail it to you. Will you autograph it for me? How much? And he's like, for a project like that, I'll do it for free. Just pay for shipping there and back. But make sure you send me pictures of your son wearing the costume. And I was like, I'm thinking at the time, like, okay, he wants me to prove that my son is wearing the costume to prove that I'm not an eBay guy. But like, what if he was fucking squeezing his tooth skin, you know?
Fondling.
Yeah, but he did mail them back. Like he autographed them and sent them back.
He probably smelled the overalls, dude.
Well, you know my son. My son will go beat the shit out of that midget. So this is what I'll do. My son is about the same size as the box that I sent to Ed Gale. So I'll put my son in a box. I'll throw some fruit snacks in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple Lunchables. I'll mail them to Ed Gale. And then Lycan will just jump out and stab the fuck out of him. And then he'll just fucking hitchhike home. You know what I'm saying?
It makes makes sense.
We spent 23 minutes talking about this piece of shit. Should we talk
Yeah.
about somebody else?
So I'll go into my segment and then you can finish off with yours.
You got a segment about
Well,
pedophiles?
I got more grooming and I'm going to talk about, and this is just me, regardless of what you think of this individual, I was never really much of a fan of Elvis. I couldn't, I just, and I love music, bro. My genre of music is, I'm all over the place.
No, Priscilla was like 14 or something when they met.
Yeah.
So
So Elvis was 24, she was 14. And back in the times, well, it was normal for kids to be married at 14, 15, 16 if the parents consent, which to me, I get it, that's a different time and era, but that's fucking bullshit. Like my daughter is almost 14. You really think I'm going to let a 25-year-old dude fucking come in? No, I'm going to beat
what if
the
he was a
fucking shit.
multi-millionaire?
I don't fucking care.
Right. I know you don't, right. But let's say I'm not fucking
Yeah, you're not
saying
justifying
that this is
it.
okay.
I get it.
This is not okay. But I do know that Priscilla's, I don't know for a fucking fact. I don't know these people, but I did read that Priscilla's parents were like, absolutely not. He's way too old for you. And then they found out he was Elvis. And they're like, you better
Yeah.
fucking marry this guy.
Well, they
kind of fucking made her do it.
they won. He won her parents over by the charm and being Elvis. She was rebellious, and really didn't have anything to do with him. And at the age of 14, like really that time era, like you're just worried about fucking playing in the dirt and shit. You know what I mean? Like it's anyway. So
I know
basically,
exactly what you mean.
yeah. So basically, the parents saw money. That's why, and I don't know if it's in an article anywhere. I didn't read it when I did the research, but I'm pretty sure Elvis was paying Priscilla's parents. There's no doubt in my mind that they were getting a cut. Um, so
Would
so
that be considered child support? Like, fucking, I don't know. I gotta come up with a better fucking
that makes sense.
soundbite. But like, would it be child support? Like, hey, I'm gonna take your fucking kid away from you. Here's a bunch of fucking money. Let me
Yeah.
fuck her brains out.
And and it was acceptable in a sense because it's Elvis. Oh my God, it's Elvis. He can do what he wants, and that's where I draw the line on certain things. Like, he groomed her to where he could have the perfect wife. Took her out of
Right.
school. She missed school for this shit. She would stay at night lonely and isolated in these homes and hotels while he's going out pill
On tour,
popping
probably fucking other girls
groupies and
that
roadies
are
or
fucking
whatever.
15 years old or
Yeah.
however old.
Or he's out there
Elvira.
probably he was
Elvira
probably
said that fucking she was like stage partners with Elvis for a long time. And I don't know if she said that he would make passes on her, but I do know that like she basically said that like I never had an interest in Elvis at all. But they were like stage partners in Vegas, like when Elvira was like 16. Like when Elvira was like the Elvira, like she was a
Yeah.
stage girl dancing in Vegas, and she
Well
knew Elvis. But
well,
I don't know if he made passes on her or not. But
I'm
she
sure he
said that they were
did.
really good friends and shit. And
So,
I don't
like,
know, dude.
take a 24-year-old and with rich money, fame,
Endless
and
amounts of money,
endless,
endless.
yeah, and everything, everybody at his feet, and he
Right.
grooms the perfect wife, a woman.
She was
So
so
he
beautiful. It's
couldn't.
insane. Have you ever seen how
Yeah,
beautiful Priscilla was?
yeah,
It was crazy. She's one of the most pretty women I've ever seen in my life. Like it's
yeah. Well,
crazy.
he fucking groomed her to be that way.
He chose. Well, I mean, she was pretty by
She's
fucking
pretty right,
genetics,
but
but
like
but he
like all the
chose her
shit.
for a reason. Elvis could have had his pick from any bitch in the crowd. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
that's the
no,
thing. I think that's why he picked her. Obviously, she's pretty at the time, but I'm saying, he couldn't do that to just a woman off the street because a woman would be like,
no,
"Fuck you,
nobody
dude."
his age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
nobody
wear
his
what the
age,
fuck I
right?
want to wear. But he would pick her dresses out, her makeup. Uh, he told her to wear dark, subtle, like outfits to show that their marriage was solidified and it was normal. Nothing too flashy and poppy. Uh, she missed school. I already said that, but like, um, the whole grooming as far as like, I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna fucking party. You need to be home waiting on me to do whatever I want.
Right.
And that's what he wanted. I don't care, all the fucking Elvis fans. Me personally, on a scale of 1 to fuck you, I think Elvis is a big piece of fucking shit.
One to fuck you.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think he's
I
fucking
don't know
piece
if
of
I've ever
shit.
heard that before.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Not a
I
fan.
I like some of his music, I really do. And like my mom loves him, my dad loved him. I took my
Yeah.
mom on a fucking date to go see the new Elvis movie, and we had a blast.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
You
no,
love his
but
character. That's what you love. You love
I like his music. I
his
love his voice.
artist.
Did you know that Elvis Presley never wrote a single song?
Yeah.
He never wrote
He
one.
never
He's a cover.
and
He's
that
a cover artist.
and that right there should tell you how much of a piece of shit the guy is.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
suppose.
get what I'm
But I
saying?
mean,
Like,
most artists don't write their own
no,
songs.
I know, but
But Elvis never wrote a single one, like
fucking
not
song.
even one. And he
He just
stole it
showed
all
up and
from
sang it.
the black man. He stole it
You
all
would
from
be
black
sup-
folks.
you would be surprised that most artists. There's this artist named Sia, and I fucking love her music, dude. I don't give a fuck what people say, but she has wrote so much music for uh so many female artists. I can't even think of Rihanna, Beyonce, Katy
There's a lot of
Perry.
studio musicians, man, that like that do that shit. Like Willie Nelson.
Oh
Willie
yeah, yeah.
Nelson is a fucking crazy songwriter. He writes
I
some.
get it though.
Chris
That's the
Christopherson
market.
as well.
That's the
Right.
market. I understand it. But back in Elvis's day, you're grooming fucking teenage kids and you're not even writing your own music. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I know.
You know?
I know. I know. I'm not defending the guy.
No,
Absolutely.
no.
not.
I get what you're saying. That's like I enjoy Marilyn Manson as a character, as an
And
artist,
he's a fucking piece of
and
shit
he's a
too.
big fucking piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit.
It is what
But
it is.
I'll fucking slap on Antichrist Superstar sometimes,
Oh yeah.
you know, and
Fuck yeah.
I shouldn't feel guilty for enjoying the music.
No.
But deep
No.
down I know this guy's a fucking scumbag.
Yep.
And I want to fist fight him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to dig him up and shit on him, bury him, and then I want to go wipe my ass in that fucking mansion that he has, the Graceland mansion.
Dude, let's go.
I want to go there and
we
just
don't gotta
wipe a
dig him up, but
booger
we
on
can
his
go to the
fucking wall.
Graceland. Wipe a booger on the wall.
I'm gonna
Get
fucking
out
go
of
in there
here,
and I'm gonna jack off. I'm gonna cum blood on his walls.
You're gonna get caught so fast though.
I fuck them. What are they gonna
All right.
do?
Arrest you?
I've been-
Well, hey, don't blame us.
This is
I
a
thought we-
national monument. It is a like it has been deemed a fucking
a national monument.
a national fucking monument. Like
He's a part of Americana. He's a
Yeah.
part of American history, whether you like it or not. He's a part of American history just as much as fucking General Lee is, you know, or
yeah, I get
fucking
it.
Custard was a pussy though. General Custard was a fucking pussy.
No, Custard was a pussy.
He's a fucking
Even
little
Sergeant
bitch.
Sergeant Major Moore said that Custard was a pussy.
Yeah, he was a fucking pussy.
Um,
So let's move on
no,
to
it's
more
Plumley.
pedophiles.
I stand corrected. Sergeant Major Plumley said that Custard was a pussy. Moore was a colonel. I'm sorry.
All right.
Anyway,
Well, fuck that guy too.
I had to
So,
correct myself.
Are you familiar with Dan Schneider?
No.
Are you familiar with Nickelodeon?
Yes.
Of course. So Dan Schneider was a big fucking top dog in Nickelodeon. And do you remember when Nickelodeon's fucking like logo was a foot, like a big orange foot?
Yeah.
Us as 90s kids were like, okay, Nickelodeon's all about farts and boogers and feet, you know, like gross stuff. So when the gack, they called it, like when the orange on the fucking
Yeah.
wall and it was a big orange foot, we didn't think much of it. But Dan Schneider is a fucking pedophile who enjoyed children's feet. And the way he would hold auditions for these children is he would make them get fucking barefoot and walk around and talk about how good it feels to be barefoot. Straight up. And like my daughter knows a lot about this. There's a documentary on Hulu that you can watch about Dan Schneider and how much of a piece of shit he is. And my daughter wanted to come on here because she saw that documentary and she knows a lot about it. But I thought it would be super inappropriate for me to have a 12-year-old on here talking about pedophilia in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, absolutely not. You can't be on the podcast. I'm sorry. But even she knows. She's like, that guy's a fucking weirdo.
No, absolutely.
Not saying she auditioned or anything. I'm just saying. But like, what's that fuck not Cardi B, fucking Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, she's like a famous singer now, but she was on a fucking Nickelodeon show and she was saying that like Dan Schneider would like have her like put her toes in peanut butter and like send them pictures of it. And like, this is a part of the audition process. And like, it was all fucking feet shit. And then
Weird.
eventually people were like, all right, enough with the foot stuff. What's going on here? And then they found out he was a fucking pedophile. So that's the guy from Nickelodeon. There's way more into it. So feel free to do your own research and hop on Hulu, even though they don't pay us. Yeah, I'll fucking advertise them, I guess. Go watch that documentary. Another guy, all right, Corey Feldman. You're familiar with him.
Yeah.
Fucking Friday the 13th Part 4. Goonies. You know, like him and Corey Haim were like best friends. And Corey Feldman has been trying to expose Hollywood for pedophilia and stuff. And I believe it was like Oprah Winfrey that was like, you're destroying an entire industry. Like, shame on you. And
Of
it's
course
like,
she'd
what
be
the
taking up for him.
that fucking black cunt.
Wow.
I don't care, dude.
How dare you?
We lost all of our patrons. I don't fucking care anymore. My name is Darren Duncan. I'm the fucking co-host of Don't Blame Us podcast. If you don't like it, don't fucking listen to us.
I'm a 0
Fuck
to
you.
1 to fuck you. Fuck you.
What? What? You don't like me because I called Oprah Winfrey a black cunt?
What? No.
Huh?
No, I don't
You don't like me
turning this
anymore?
off. Yeah, I'm turning this off.
Oh, whatever.
But no, of course
So-
she would take up.
No,
to the
hold on,
elite.
I'm not finished. So
Hurry up.
so fucking. All right. So are you mad at me for saying that? I don't really care.
No.
You're still my best friend.
fuck?
So Corey Feldman said that Corey Haim was all like, fucking, let's go fucking hang out behind these fucking buses and like make out. And like Corey Haim was like pulling out his fucking ding-a-ling and like trying to make Corey Feldman like suck him off and shit. And like trying to do some gay shit with him. And Corey Feldman was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were just gonna hang out. And he's like, no, this is what we do. Like, this is Hollywood shit. And Corey Feldman's like, dude, that's not real. Now, I don't know either one of these motherfuckers. I really don't. But that's what Corey Feldman says. And Corey Feldman's a fucking crazy person. So who fucking knows? But maybe he's crazy because he's fucking sexually abused, you know? Who
Right.
fucking knows? I don't fucking know. The only other person that I was gonna bring up was like Roman Polanski. You know who Roman Polanski is?
No.
Of course not, because you're a fucking terrible friend. I'm just kidding. I love you so much, Audie Martian. I've missed you. That's why I'm being so fucking mean. Because you're like, oh, I haven't done a podcast with Darren in fucking 3 weeks. And
I
now
don't even
he's
know this
fucking
guy.
saying a bunch of naughty words. I do it on purpose because fuck them. Patreon.com/don't blame us podcast. Give us all your money. So Roman Polanski, he was the dude that was married to fucking Sharon Tate. You know, dude, if you don't know who Sharon Tate is, I'm gonna fucking hang up on you.
Yeah, she's the girl that invented
Oh, I fucking shut
the
up.
fucking
Audie Marsh doesn't know who Sharon
light
Tate
bulb.
was.
she's the girl that got killed by OJ Simpson.
He did that shit.
Oh
I hate you, Audie.
Yeah, OJ definitely
right.
did that shit.
So it was
Anyway.
Sharon Tate. All right. So Roman Polanski was married to Sharon Tate, and this little fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna say faggot. I'm gonna call him a faggot because I want to be fucking banned on the fucking internet. So this fucking dude, he was a total scumbag, and what he did is he was arrested and charged with sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl doing a photo shoot for a French magazine. He's not even French. He's fucking Polish. So anyway, Polanski stood trial and was convicted of unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor, rape by use of drugs, perversion, sodomy, and lewd and lascivious act upon a minor. He was sentenced to 90 fucking days. He got
That's
3
it?
months, dude. 90
Wow.
days in prison and was released 42 days on good behavior. I guess if you make a fucking horror movie called fucking Rosemary's Baby, you only have to do fucking 90 days in prison for fucking raping a fucking 13-year-old girl.
That's Hollywood, man.
So the judge decided the sentence was not enough, which resulted in Pulaski fleeing the U.S. and he settled in France. Before leaving the country, Roman Polanski admitted to the charges and accepted a plea deal. Multiple assault claims followed, including one by German actress, I don't fucking know this name, Renate Langer, and French photographer Valentine Monnier. But no arrest or convictions were ever made. So fucking Roman Polanski is a pedophile and a fucking rapist, and he's still fucking free, just fucking swimming around in the world with all this fucking money. And he was married to the hottest woman to ever fucking live, in my opinion. Like, there's like fucking in the top fucking 5 bitches of all time. Sharon Tate is one of them, dude. Sharon Tate was a fucking gold mine. And that bitch was like 9 months pregnant and got fucking stab. She got killed.
Who killed her?
Susan Atkins.
Mm.
She's number 4 in the top
It
5
wasn't.
hottest bitches of all time. Fuck you. All right, so who's next? Woody Allen. I just dropped my phone, but guess what? My friends just picked it up for me. So
Fucking
how much
Woody
time have we
Allen.
got left? I hate doing pocket. Mike Tyson. Did you know Mike Tyson was a rapist?
Yeah, I know he got into somewhat trouble for being abusive and a fucking
He was
sexually.
chilling. He met this fucking girl. Let's see how old she was. Bill Cosby just texted me and he said, "Eat the pudding." So in the late 80s, Tyson had won several championships and he was super famous for being black. And then Tyson was arrested for raping an 18-year-old girl. She was a beauty pageant contestant. And after standing trial, he was sentenced to the court in Indiana to 10 years in prison. But I think he only did like 2 years, I believe, or 3 years. He served 3 years in prison and he was released. And the last thing that he told this girl, according to this girl that got raped, the last thing he told her, "You still love me now?" Because when he first met that girl, she was like, "Oh my God, Mike Tyson, I love you." And then he was like, he thought he was Mike Tyson. He can just wine and dine her and fuck her, you know? But
Yeah.
she's like, "No, I don't want to have sex with you." You know, she's like, "Fuck you." And he raped her because people like that, like, they can't be told no. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's Hollywood, man. What gets in their
It's
fucking
not
head?
Hollywood. It's like, it's just
Dude,
famous
it's
people. Like, they're
fame.
not,
But you know what I'm saying.
no, right,
Athletes,
right.
actors.
Ego, you know, like, yeah, it's just
But
fucking,
but so and it's I guess more televised or broadcasted more when it's a celebrity. Like there's pedophiles and shit, not even famous, but you understand what I'm
oh,
coming at.
100%. Yeah.
But you would think in that statue or that lifestyle, you would live like you don't have to worry about money. You know, you can make a couple of movies and they sell and you're set for the rest of your life. But they have everything at the palm of their hands. And why do they always go to the whole pedophilia, the whole rape and assault shit? Like, I don't understand it.
I think it's because they're not used to being told no. Like, they can go to the club, they can fucking wine and dine, they can be the shit, they can take any girl they want home. And when they finally take that one girl home that says, "No, I don't want to have sex with you, you know, call me a cab." They're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I'm fucking Mike Tyson. I'm Tupac Shakur. Are you fucking serious?" And then they just kind of be like, "Yeah, you want to do it, you want to do it." And I don't think they like choke them and punch them and rape them, but I think they're like, "No, it's cool,
Forced.
it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's
Yeah.
cool."
Coached.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just fuck them, and the girl is like, "Fuck, like this
I
guy's
didn't want to
super
do
duper
that.
famous." Yeah, and if I fucking fight back, it could get worse because a lot of women are scared of that shit. Like dude, I'm not a girl, and I don't fucking pretend to be one, but I can only imagine that the worst fucking thing that a woman is afraid of is being raped.
Yeah.
Like, what else is there that you could do to a woman? You know what I'm saying?
No, I
So
get
it's
it.
like maybe they're like, if I just fucking let them do it, I won't get beat up, and like I'll just let them have sex and it'll be over in a few minutes and then it'll fucking be over, you know? Like, it's crazy. I don't know what it's like, dog, but especially with famous people, like, and like so many don't even come out until years later
Yeah.
because they're finally like, "You know what? Fuck that." Like, they deal with the trauma for years and they're like, "Fuck that. That was wrong." Because then they become older and more mature and they're like, "That dude was fucking not right. Like, he shouldn't have done that." And then they speak out, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know,
No,
dude.
that
Like,
makes sense.
I don't know, dude. I'm not a chick, dude, but that's the only thing that I could think of. But we got 15 minutes left, and like I was thinking about fucking talking about Tupac real quick if you want.
Yeah.
I don't like Tupac. I just don't. I think he's boring as shit. And I said that way before it was cool. And I said that with a face tattoo way before all these mumble rappers had tattoos. So I'm gonna go on the record and say fuck Tupac Shakur. But Tupac Shakur was arrested in 2003 for the possession of child pornography. It was later discovered that he had hired a 14-year-old boy to pose for lewd photographs. I don't believe this. No, this can't be real.
That's
I don't believe
weird.
this. I don't believe this. But I know that he was a fucking. I don't believe this one. Oh, wait. No, that's Jeffrey Jones. I fucked up. All right, let me read the Tupac one real quick. So Tupac, I fucked up. Let me clear my throat. Here's my podcast voice. Are you ready? Famous rapper and actor Tupac Amaru. I fucked up. All right. So in 1993, Tupac was charged with sexual abuse for an incident in a hotel room in New York. The charges involved sexual abuse, sodomy, and illegal possession of a firearm. Did you know that Elton John wrote a song about this incident and it was called Sodomy, 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 Sodomy? Wait, actually, it was called Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. Yeah, I fucked up. So Charles Fuller, Tupac's road manager, stood as a co-defendant in the trial. The charges were filed by 19-year-old. I don't want to say her name. If you want to fucking find out her name, fine, go ahead. Her name is here, but I'm not going to say it. The rapper was found guilty of sexual abuse and acquitted on the 2 other charges, which rendered Tupac a sex offender. He served 9 months of a 4.5-year maximum sentence and 1 month after getting out of prison. He died in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, obviously. But we're going to do an episode in the future about Biggie and Tupac, 100%, about the whole conspiracy thing, and it's going to be fucking amazing.
Hey, do you think the father of that kid smoked him? Maybe that father caught him slipping and smoked him there at the red light.
No, it was a girl. He raped a girl. It wasn't a kid.
Well, I know
He didn't rape a boy.
Come on, dude.
What do you mean?
If my daughter could be 20, 30, 40 and someone rape her, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to so do you that's not no. It's
That'd be
gang shit.
funny if it was.
Tupac was a fucking loudmouth, and he wasn't a fucking gangster. He wasn't a fucking real life thug. He was a fucking actor boy, and he was a fucking poet, and he was a rapper. And he pretended to be something he wasn't, and he hung out with people who were real gangsters. And when it came down to it, he got fucking murdered for it because he was a fucking pussy and a fucking fake. And that is Darren Duncan's opinion, and you can fucking say that wherever you want to. That's what fucking happened to Tupac Shakur. He was a fucking fake ass motherfucker. Fuck Tupac. I'm not saying I'm glad he's dead. If Tupac was alive today, he would be the Ice Cube of movies. He would have been in fucking Are We There Yet? He'd have been in fucking Friday. He'd be in fucking the remake of fucking Haunted Mansion by Disney. Because that's what Tupac was. He was a fucking actor. He was a fucking fake ass little trick who was really good at poetry, and he could rap to a beat, and he pretended to be something he wasn't, and it fucking got him killed. And I'm not talking shit about the kid, because he was a fucking kid. He was only in his early 20s. I'm not saying he deserved what he got. All I'm saying is to our listeners, be careful who you fucking pretend to be, because it will fucking get you killed.
Makes sense.
It 100% makes sense. So you said Brad Pitt. We got 10 minutes left. You said Brad Pitt's about something, right?
Oh, I said the Brad Pitt incident was bullshit. You know how many people I've mooned in public?
Let's read it.
All right.
Did Brad Pitt show his tiny little butt cheeks in public? Long before Angelina Jolie's allegations of domestic violence, actor Brad Pitt was accused of a sex crime. In 1988, Brad was charged with indecent exposure for allegedly mooning drivers on the Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu. That sounds like a fucking Saturday night. Fuck you.
Right?
So the actor was fined $450 and given 2 years of probation. You should pay Brad Pitt for him showing you his butt. Are you kidding me? I bet his butt looks like it's chiseled out of fucking marble. Law requirement to register as a sex offender was introduced. Otherwise, he would have been classified as a tier 1 sex offender. But at the end of the day, he still gets to squeeze Angelina Jolie's titties. That's my fucking rhyme.
That makes sense.
So I just busted a flow for your ass.
Why would they even bring that one up? Like, really? Like,
you brought it up, not me.
No, I'm saying that article.
No, I know. I was fucking dumb.
Like, fucking.
Oh, he fucking showed it. That's not a fucking sexual offender.
No,
Fuck you right in the face.
Crime. Like,
there's
like,
one on here
it.
for Britney Spears and
time and place. Like, I get it. If you're going to moon and you're like a fucking playground full of children or something like that,
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
A school bus passing by, I get it. But like
Right.
you're probably drunk out on the strip, show your ass a little bit. No, I'm not saying you should, but really?
If you're fucking, if
How
you
many
spent,
people will
if
walk
you
around with their
spent
pants down their pants
$1,500 to rent a fucking
down in Vegas?
limo for you and your homeboys to cruise down fucking Las Vegas fucking strip, I think you should be allowed to put your butt outside of the window and say, fuck you. You should be allowed to do that. As long as you don't show the back of your balls, as long as you don't spread your cheeks.
As long as you don't show the goat, you know what I'm saying? You're all right.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. You should be allowed. If you spend that much money on a fucking limo to go down Las Vegas and party with your boys, you should be able to put your butt out the window. But there's an 8-second rule. 8 seconds, that's it. 8 seconds. That's as long as it takes to say, fuck you, I'm in Vegas. That's as long as you get to show
Yeah,
your
you
butt
should
out the
bring
window.
that ass back in, right?
Yeah, but if you spread the cheeks, fuck you, you're going to jail. If you fucking show the back of your nutsack, you're going to jail. You know, it's a fine line. You know what I'm saying? Or as we call it, it's a fine manscape. You got to manscape that shit, my dude. Yeah. So, is there anybody else you want to talk about besides R. Kelly, your favorite fucking R&B singer of all time?
Oh, he did that shit. He pissed on all kinds of people.
Well, he fucking, I don't know. There's a documentary called, we'll fucking wrap this up with this. There's a documentary called Surviving R. Kelly. And I'm not lying. But anyway, like he literally grooms people. Like he has these girls that he keeps in hotel rooms, that he makes them live there, and some of them he has groomed into becoming boys, and they can't be boys. They can't be boys because we know that if you're born a girl, you can't become a boy. But there are girls that he puts in hotel rooms and makes them live there, and he pays for their room and their food and everything. And then he has his like dates with them, and he grooms them into becoming boys and dresses them like boys, changes their name, everything. Like this is what he has done. Watch the documentary called Surviving R. Kelly or I Survived R. Kelly, something like that. And there was this one girl whose mom finally fucking found her, dude. She's like, my daughter's been missing for fucking 2 years. And then finally she got her daughter to send a video like, yeah, I'm okay. I live with R. Kelly or whatever. But it's like a short ass video, dog. And in the background, you see like when somebody takes the hand and they put it over their throat, like, and they rock it back and forth, like, hey, cut that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to our listeners who can't see. And you can see a shadow on the wall going, stop with the hand. And then the video cuts. And then later on in the documentary, this girl is dressed up like a straight up boy, and her mom runs up on her and is like, baby, it's me. I found you. Like, oh my God. And she's like she don't even like remember who her mom is, dude. And she's like, yeah, I'll come home. I want to come home, but I gotta go back and check in first and all this shit. And she's like, please just come home with me. Let's leave right now. And they're like trying to get attention of police. And the cops are like, she's of age, dude. She's of age. She don't have to go with you. And then like after months, like eventually the kid fucking leaves. She wasn't a kid. She's an adult. But still, dude, in my opinion, you're a kid until you're like fucking 30. You know what I'm saying? Because like the way my brain works, I'm still a child. But I don't know, man.
That's bullshit.
R. Kelly's fucking piece of shit.
And
That black motherfucker.
Where is the
I'm just kidding. Hitler was
the
fucking black
at?
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where are all the I know, dude.
Like what
That's
happened to the
fucking gay.
dads that gonna come forward and just beat the shit out of people? Because it would be me. I would fucking hunt you down. You already know what I would do to somebody who fucking.
First of all, your daughter or my daughter would never be in a situation like that because they have dad at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like our kids would never be in that position to where they feel like there's a man out there in the world stronger or better or smarter than us that could take them away. And if they ever for a second feel that way, they're gonna know dad, Uncle Uncle Darren's gonna come correct and fucking bring him out of that building like a motherfucking firefighter. You know what I'm saying? And
I get it.
straight up, dude, I would drive down to Missouri right now if your fucking redhead kid was fucking in some shit and be like,
Yeah.
"What up, fool?" But I know you wouldn't even need me. You got a bunch of your fucking wife is fucking probably beat me up, so I just shut the fuck up. But I'm just saying, man, I love you so much, dude, and you're my brother, and I miss you, and I love these podcast things, and I don't know. I'm sorry for saying all the. We're gonna end this in like 5 minutes, but for all the listeners that like truly listen to us, I was fucking around with you with the racial stuff. I was trying to be funny. I was trying to provoke you. I was trying to make you mad. I was trying to make you laugh. That's what I do because that's all I fucking have. Is on this fucking podcast thing when I go with Audie here. This is what I do. I'm trying to entertain you. So don't be upset. And if you are upset, don't blame me. Don't blame him. Don't blame us. And if you really do get that mad about it, I really don't fucking care. You can tell all my friends whatever the fuck you want about it. We don't give a fuck. And if someday Audie might kick me off this podcast and be like, I need another host because you keep saying some naughty things. But I thought that was the point. So fuck it. But I love you guys very much. And thank you for listening to me. I'm trying to fucking make your hair stand up because nowadays
I'm blushing.
Nowadays, like you can't say those things, man. And if that's the way it's gonna be in the world, I want to at least be the motherfucker who can say that shit and be like, "Fuck you," then.
Yeah.
You know,
Who said it?
I don't mean it. I'm just saying it to be like, "Oh shit, people still talk that way. People fucking talk that way in their fucking living rooms. They might not talk like that in the bar or the arcade, but they talk like that. I'm gonna talk like that on the internet." But I'm just faking it. I'm just trying to fucking make you be aware and be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So
No, I get it. Who said that? The Scarface? The world needs people like me.
so
You know
you
what he
can point
said?
your fucking finger and say that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. He said, you need people like me in this world so you can point your fucking finger and say that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Tony Montana.
I think what we've learned from this podcast is Ed Gale's a piece of shit. OJ did it. And Hollywood's full of pedophiles.
You and I have talked about, I don't know if we should say this on the internet, but like, I don't know. Would you rape Ed Gale?
If he touched one of my kids.
I'd rape the shit out of him.
You touch my kids, I'm gonna fuck you. Straight
I'm
up.
gonna fuck him. I'm gonna fuck him.
I'm gonna take your pride.
Right in this big midget butt. Midgets have big butts. Have you ever noticed how big midgets their butts are? You know Wee Man on Jackass? He has a gigantic, he's got like a fucking Nicki Minaj butt. It's so weird. Like, it makes me wonder if my dick is even long enough to pass the butt cheeks to go into his asshole. But I'd try it. I'd fuck that motherfucker till the front of my balls slap the back of his.
Oh my god.
And the whole fucking time, I'd be saying, fuck you, Brad of Chucky was better, bitch. I'm out. Love you.
God damn it. Well, anyway, that wraps it up.
Unlike my penis with a fucking latex when I raped the fuck out of Ed Gale's midget bunghole. That fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna fuck his boyfriend too. Wasn't he married? Cut me off! Why have you not cut me off yet? I'm gonna rape every midget in the world. I hate midgets. I'm going to fuck all of them. Audie's next on the list. Turn me off, dude. Hurry up.
I'm trying.
Try harder. Try harder.
Thank you for tuning in to our little Passion Project podcast. Remember, we go live every single Friday night, same damn time, same damn channel. So if you miss it, don't blame us.